So I don't know that I saw a video on these components, the turn signal. So I might just try to see what I can wing. Looks like that might play a part into that radius. There's a little something in there. This probably slides on there. Let's see if it probably. And I bought a sealed bearing. Alright, so based on the hardware, I already laid down something, the Allen wrench. Alright, so I've pushed this cylinder onto this bracket here. It was a little tight, probably because of the thickness of the paint, but I was able to line up. I'm going to assume that these 3 screws hold that or secure that. Might even medium strength Loctite gel and a little pump dispenser. Put a little dab. A little dab will do you. I don't think it's necessary, but I got it, so why not? See if these threads match. They'll determine if it's even supposed to go here. There's probably some paint in the threads, but I'm hoping, because there's 3 threads here too. Maybe those go there for some reason, but there's some longer ones here, which again are probably the same thread. And those don't go there. These will mount it to the frame. Okay, this is going to have to slip on there too. And then these probably I'm going to assume that these mount here somehow to sandwich these clips. Maybe like that. Don't match them there. Maybe it needs to go the other way. Yeah, there we go. I think that's going to be right. No. Or maybe. Let's assume that I'm not going to Loctite anything. I'm not going to Loctite anything further at the moment. A little trial and error. of mounting this. Let me take this off of here. There's a little slop in there, so I'll just snug it. That's not right. I'm gonna guess it's closer. So this one's probably backwards. You guys saw that as you were watching the video. You just snug it down, no Loctite. And the other Loctite, the Loctite I used on that one screw is blue, so I should be able to get it off there without any issue. So maybe those don't go like that because now it's a little tight. No way that that's gonna go in there. So let me just try flipping them around. Hopefully all this stuff is on the camera. Let me take a peek. I'm not sure if that angle was bad previously. So I don't think this is right because that's gonna not fit in there. So I'm gonna flip those around. I don't think I saw a video online. I'll have to double check. I assume the new videos they're making will go into more complete detail and cover things that were left off of the first videos. We'll just snug it down. Looks like, yeah, that'll do it. Because then this, again, I'm not sure at the moment. Yeah, no, we'll have to go like this way, and it will just snap in there to those grooves. I think. Now I'm thinking this goes on this way. I'm not sure what these bolts are for, but I think this, that doesn't fit in there, but I think that this is going to engage that switch somehow. Loosen this. Okay, so it's kind of clipped in there. Yeah, there's so few threads on this. I think I definitely would want to put some blue Loctite on it. So that seems not secure. Okay, there we go. I think that's nicely in there. It's got to be for the self-canceling turn signal. Let me grab an Allen wrench. Okay, so 3/16. Loosen it up. Pushing that bearing all the way down. Getting the C-clip all the way down. Something don't add up there. I don't think this goes inside here. Seems like the head of the bolt would interfere. Maybe it needs to be flipped around. Yeah, I'm still at a loss. This definitely needs to engage this, which is well, actually this needs to go in here. Okay, that's not too bad. I didn't want to press it in yet because of the powder coating. Okay, so now I'm thinking that these shorter threads don't go into this one because there's only 3 of these smaller ones. So let me remove that. Because there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 and 3. Yep. So there's 6 of these slightly longer threads. So I believe that those will go in there. Alright, so this mounts to the bracket on the frame. Okay, I might even assume now that it mounts like this, with this towards the front of the car, and this towards the back. This is going to go in, maybe this will need to go through here first, or from the back side. Let me look at this again. So That's mounted there. I'm just going to hold these in here. Just one. I'll just put one on this back side, just to hold it. Snug it up. Put one on this top side, put it on the bottom. Come on. Gonna take a break and help the wife with the groceries. So I just brought this over to the car just to place this up against the bracket. I don't know. I mean, it seems that it's causing the. Well, let me do one other thing. Where is it? Oh, let me take this over the car. I'm just curious how this looks like it'll mount. How far it'll go into the driver's compartment. Alright, so now I'm thinking that this goes onto the car with this portion pointing to the front of the vehicle, which now this turn signal where I have it would be in the way. I think what side of the car my other donor turn signal is on. You don't even think about it, you just turn. So let me leave this loose and try it. Alright, so let me show you what I got. That self-canceling turn signal goes on that inner portion of the shaft. I'm fairly sure that this bracket mounts such as that in that direction. This external shaft slides on top of the internal one. It's just that I'm a little confused with the turn signal mechanism. Seems like it's kind of low. But maybe that's where it has to be for clearance. So I don't think I can raise it up or it will start interfering with the ignition switch. Alright, so I believe I've gotten the understanding down of how this mounts. That bearing, sealed bearing, installs into that cavity from the top. It doesn't go on the inside. And I'm going to just tighten some of this stuff down. So you can see lock washer first, flat washer. So I'll just snug them up for now and determine the torque value later. Snug, snug. All right, so not sure. Okay, so this shaft has a little groove in it where I believe the snap ring will fit. So let me see if I can pull this out a little more. I wonder if that should be put in after. Put that on and into the... There's 3 tiny screws over here. They probably just hold the lip of the bearing so it doesn't pull out. So let me just kind of put these in here. They'll keep the bearing from popping out, I believe. Again, I'm not tightening them down because I may take them back out and put a little thread lock on here because there's not many threads on these. Now these screws, they can't interfere with this other piece. Alright, so now I think the shaft has to come out enough so that I can get the snap ring on. I think I need some gloves because it's a little slippery. Maybe gloves or a paper towel. Try a paper towel. Oh, I know. I'll put the nut on there, on the end, and that'll give me something to pull on. So I think I need to expose that groove that the snap ring needs to go into. So nut on there, paper towel because it's a little greasy. Come on. I think that's as far as I need to go. Because I see the groove that this snap ring needs to slide into. I guess maybe a screwdriver to push it down into that groove, maybe a little tiny. Can't tell. Doesn't seem like it's sitting in the groove. I don't know if I can pull this out a little further. Maybe if I tighten these a little more, that it'll push the bushing in, and the groove will be more accessible. You don't want to lose your steering going down the highway. Well, that's not pushing in, so I believe that must be that snap ring is engaged. Ouch. So I got some other screws over there. Let me put those in. So here's the housing installed. That's a little loose, but I don't think it's going anywhere. Again, here's that inner bearing with the snap ring, and those shorter bolts just hold the bearing flush to the housing. Okay, so these will just plug in right here. I'll do so once I route the wires a little better. This one is for the dash, not the dash, the instrument cluster. And these are for the button switches. Shifter's going to go down there. DCM is plugged in and connected, just tie wrap there for now. Radiator is installed. I have to cut this hose. I think it's going to probably cut halfway between here and there. Put a hose clamp on and connect the wiring for the fan. All right, she's coming along. Later.